This is your video orientation to LJS 463 from the Schoenberg collection in the Kislak Center for Special Collections, Rare Books and Manuscripts, University of Pennsylvania Libraries. LJS 463 is a medical and astrological miscellany, which is not actually as unusual as it may sound if you're not familiar with medieval medical practice. Basically, astrology was a huge part of medieval medical practice. Doctors believed that even from being developed, as a fetus, the stars and the planets had a strong influence on development and health. And so it isn't actually surprising at all that they would be combined in a book like this. The manuscript was written in Germany in 1443, and it was compiled by Heinrich Stegmu. So we actually know the person's name. It opens with a calendar. Calendars might be familiar to you from Books of Hours. Books of Hours usually open with a calendar. It is a sort of a map of the church year. So for each month, this is August, we have the days of the month and which saints and celebrations you have there. So that's also happening here. We have illustrations, also typical for Books of Hours, of the zodiacal signs. So here we have Virgo. And then we have additional notes. And we also have the labors of the month there. So we get through the calendar. And then the first couple of sections are all about the zodiac. So we have descriptions of each zodiacal sign here. And then the next section is about the planets that control the zodiacal sign. So that's what's happening here. The whole manuscript is written in German. So it was written in Germany. The text is German. The illustrations are quite nice. They are colorful and nicely done. Then we get into the more medical, what we would think of the sort of medical part. So we have a section on the humors. This was the idea that you had these four humors inside you: blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. And if these four things were not in harmony, then you would be ill. And so this is where we get the idea for bleeding. And here is an illustration of a woman cupping, which is a specific type of bleeding. So oftentimes we think of leeches. Cupping is actually bleeding into a cup. So that's what's happening here. One of the other things I like about this manuscript is it has a lot of these kind of fun manicules with very long fingers. So that's neat. There are also human illustrations, and somewhere there is a zodiac man. Oh, here's a doctor examining urine, which is another thing that people did a lot in the Middle Ages as part of their medical practice, is uroscopy, or the study of urine. We have bathing. People did bathe also as part of sort of a medical, here we go, zodiac man. So part of the zodiacal belief in the Middle Ages when it came to medicine is that the different zodiac signs controlled different parts of your body. And so this is a way to illustrate that. You have a human figure, and the different signs that control those parts of the body are all illustrated there. So this is a great manuscript. I like it a lot. If you'd like to find out more about LJS 463, you can visit Franklin, where there's a complete description and also a complete digital copy. This has been your video orientation to LJS 463.